When the enemy asked, I'm going to read a portion of Ezra, and this is going to be when the Israelites set out to rebuild God's temple. They were questioned who told them that they could do this. In Ezra chapter 5, verses 3 to 5, it says, At that time, Tetnai, governor of Trans-Euphrates, and Shethar-Bosnai, and their associates went to them and asked, Who authorized you to rebuild this temple and to finish it? They also asked, What are the names of those who are constructing this building? But the eye of their God was watching over the elders of the Jews, and they were not stopped until a report could go to Darius and his written reply be received. The difference between a good idea and a God idea will be explained in a little bit, but there is a difference. Verse 5 says that God's eye was watching over them, which means that nothing was going to stop them no matter what. In chapter 5, it goes on to say that a letter was written to the king, and that was King Darius or King Darius, however you pronounce it. But he was to look back over the years to find out if it was actually true that someone gave them the authority to rebuild God's temple. In Ezra chapter 6, verses 1 to 12, and I'll summarize this. The king found confirmation in writing before he was king that they did have the authority to rebuild the temple. In addition to what he found in writing, those that were questioning the rebuilding were to give the Israelites the material that they needed to rebuild it. They were to give them what they asked for to sacrifice to God as an offering. And I'm going to actually read verses 11 to 12 of chapter 6. Furthermore, I decree that if anyone defies this edict, a beam is to be pulled from their house, and they are to be impaled on it. And for this crime, their house is to be made a pile of rubble. May God, who has caused his name to dwell there, overthrow any king or people who lifts a hand to change this decree or to destroy this temple in Jerusalem. I, Darius, have decreed it. Let it be carried out with diligence. Every good idea is not a God idea. A good idea may or may not work out. A God idea is unstoppable. My encouraging scripture is going to be in Romans chapter 8, verse 31. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?